Okay, sorry, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of maintenance work here. I am trying to get this stream running on a couple of different sites. I would like to get streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. So if you'll just bear with me while I look into this. Hopefully we can get through it all without too much of a problem. Let me just see. Okay, we seem to be running just fine on Twitch. I do need to put something on the background of that chat. Let's open up my dock. That. See how that's working. Oh, this is the one I want out. This is the one I want over here. Let's see. Okay. Well, that seems to be just fine. Let's go to the chat settings and let's change the chat settings because we need just tinkering with stuff. Just tinkering with stuff. Just tinkering with stuff. Delete some things forever here. Don't need to exist. Edit this real quick. That's up, that's up. Change the thumbnail. Save that right there. Sorry about that. Got a little ick in my throat. And we need to come down here. We need to change this to the good old once human. Okay. And stop those two things. Save it up. That should be good. Just go with that. Make sure I can hear myself. Sorry, everyone. You can, okay. Oh, actually, I want to keep that up for a second. Now, the last thing I need to do is address this. Sorry, address this chat window. Where I have it placed, it's a little... not correct. I want to put a background on it, and I'm just going to cover up the game chat with it, and just make that the spot where our chat goes. But I don't know how to update. I make changes in the UI, and I don't know how to update the preview here that I'm looking at. See those changes take effect. I know it can be done. I did it literally just the other day. Now I'm having trouble doing it again. There was a reset or a refresh button somewhere that I was clicking. It was re-updating everything. Now I don't know where it is. But I'll find you. Will find you. Cannot escape me. Is that really true? It seems to be able to absolutely escape me. Oh, come on. I know it was here somewhere. The other thing I need to see is if this is causing stuttering in my video. Let's take the video all the way to its end. It doesn't seem to be stuttering. Well, no, there's some stutter. Y'all have to let me know if that's like worse than normal. I don't typically watch. And I also want to see if Twitch is also doing that. Oy vey. Well, it seems to be working out okay on there. Everything seems fine. So we're going to close that down. Close that down. I'm going to get back into this here. I'm going to update this chat somehow. Oh, so many things to learn in order to stream. And I am not that smart. Edit. I just want to refresh scene. How do I do that? Well, for now, I guess we're just going to turn that off. I'll deal with that later. And I'm going to go over here to our other Eternal Land. We're just going to start doing some building. We've been building different biomes on our PvP Eternal Land that's here in the NA servers. If you're in the NA servers, part of why I do all of this and I'm streaming all the time is I'd love to get some live PvP in. So if you're in the NA servers, there is a PvP... that's interesting. It took me right back to where I was previously in this Eternal Land. But there is a PvP Eternal Land link, island code in the description. Should be on both Twitch and YouTube, but if it's not on one of those, just hit me up in the chat and I'll fix it. And you can come to those Eternal Land islands anytime you want to, and PvP with me. I will be here building, fishing. I do the fishing to get ready for the tournament that I'm hosting on Saturday. So if you, again, are in NA and you want to be a part of the first, as far as I know, the first PvP tournament being held on Once Human by players, I will be hosting a tournament where your goal will be to run around this PvP island and look for fish tanks and specimen racks that have different fish on them. That was loud. And the different rarities of fish will be worth different points, and whoever has the most points collected at the end will be the winner, and they'll win all of the fish that were collected so that they can use those fish to turn in for orders, to go ahead and build themselves up plenty of this astrolite and astral sand to do some building in their own Eternal Lands. So I'm really big on the Eternal Land. I think it's a big part of content in this game. I think it's being extremely underutilized, and so I'm really trying to bring as much notice to it as I possibly can, and get some more people active in building some interesting Eternal Lands, because this is the endgame PvP right here for people who aren't part of warbands. If you're just part of a hive, or if you play in a PvE zone, or a PvE season or something like that, and you want to be able to PvP, Eternal Land is where all that PvP action is going to happen. And I'm really looking forward to getting, some more builds done here, and I'm also looking forward to having other people make some interesting builds so that we can have some places to fight each other at. So today what I want to do is I want to build a couple of buildings up here. I want to tear this one down because this is just one of the default ones. I want to make my own building up here, and then create a couple of smaller houses kind of like this one that aren't quite as ornate down here. And really what I'm looking to do is just kind of follow a PUBG style, where there's, some open land for long-range fighting in between biomes, or in between specific engagement areas, and then inside of those specific engagement areas, you're going to find, buildings and structures and different stuff that you can move on and around and stuff like that, to better your, to make a more dynamic experience. So I'm gonna kind of steal some ideas from PUBG. Right now I'm just trying to get proof of concept down. The buildings are pretty rough, everything's a little lackluster, but after I get every biome built and I get this whole place built out, I'm gonna start taking sections of it and tearing it down every week and rebuilding that section over the course of an entire week. Getting to put a lot more time and effort into those weekly builds, and just changing the environment a little bit so that we have more interesting places to fight on. So this is a PvP island that's completely open all the time, 100% of the time. You don't have to wait for me or anything like that. You just come on down here and PvP to your heart's content. And if you ever see me streaming building on here, by all means, show up and shoot me. I'll be more than happy to PvP with you, and you just cap me one real quick to let me know you're here, and I'll just be happy as a clam. So let's get into some building here. Let's make this happen. I'm gonna tear some of this stuff down. Fly mode is literally the greatest thing since sliced bread. I don't know why every building game doesn't have it. Unfortunately, it does take away our sound. I like to hear the building pieces like break and stuff like that. And, as soon as you go into that fly mode and you get any distance away, my character's not even that far away, all of that structure breaking sound kind of falls away. And that's a little sad, but it's okay. We'll be alright with it. I'm gonna move this tree. There you go. The great thing about Eternal Land is you can just be moving all kinds of stuff. It's really a wonderful, wonderful place to build and play on. It's a lot of fun. So now let's take a little bit of a look here. We're gonna build, we're gonna build maybe, let's see, this is the road. Honestly, we're gonna need to move this tree probably too. Let's move this tree a little more. This tree is now floating in the sky. We don't want that. There we go. And we might move these trees back. Oh, I accidentally destroyed that one. We might move these trees back, but for now I want to get them out of the way. The building of the trees and the plants and stuff like that is kind of the last step. You want to get the structures made first before you start worrying about that other stuff. So let's get in here. Let's make some stone structures. I think I'm going to use marble actually for the next one. When I destroy this one over here, I'm going to make it all out of marble. Make it just a really nice building. I think we're going to make this a little 3x4. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. And then I think we're just going to go ahead and delete those back ones there. Oh, tear down. One of the great things about Eternal Land is whenever you're building, you get all of your astral sand back from your builds. So if you have to destroy something, ain't no thing. You get all your astral sand back, and you can just build literally forever in Eternal Land. There's almost no restriction whatsoever to what you can do here. Don't really like this. It's just not a good spot. I guess I could make the front of the building here, but I wanted the front of the building to be where this road is, because that's where the front of buildings go. I suppose I could push it back further and make a staircase, but I mean, I guess that's just what's going to happen. We're going to have to push it back all the way up here and build ourselves a staircase. Maybe get it squared up with the 3, 4, 1. 1, 2. Alright. We're gonna get a staircase going. Get in this interior, get on here. We get the staircase coming off of these properly. Oh, that goes over the top of the island, or over the top of the road there. We don't want that. So we're gonna have to push this whole thing back a little bit. That's alright. But just actually, I destroyed too much there. We're gonna push it back just one here. So we're gonna be able to go here, here. Kinda needs to be raised up, but I think I'm just gonna let that encroach a little bit. Can't be bothered. That right. And we'll put that down. There we go. That's real nice. And okay. Now originally I wanted to build a little patio out here, but I guess I'm not going to do that. What I do want to do though is build a 2-story here. So this is going to go right up to the door, and you're immediately going to go straight into the building. Then I'm going to create a 2nd story. Honestly, I'm kind of going to recreate the building I just tore down. That second story is going to be only these back two here. Then we're going to put probably put some of this action. Nope, that's a little one. I need a big one. Put some of this action on here. Some of this action on here. Get ourselves some nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Let's get ourselves some roofs. Let's this worked out here a little bit. Okay. And then we're gonna have the building right in here. And put the second story right up there. We are gonna have to find some way to get upstairs, but that'll be fine. Alright, and then we're going to, these, like I said, these are real rudimentary buildings. Eventually I'd like to make a much larger, like the PUBG buildings were, and, you know, maybe get some cosmetics or something so I can change the way they look so they're not all this same gross orange color. But the, whoops, oh, gosh darn it. The look of these buildings is actually very much like PUBG in their construction and in their image. So I'd like to kind of mirror the way they've built some of their stuff, just because I think it'll be identifiable to everybody. Put that there. We got another door right there. We don't put doorways or actual doors in our doorways because unless you're friends, you can't get permission to access structures inside of an Eternal Land, and I want people to be able to join here without having to worry about being my friend. I just want them to use that island code, be able to come anytime they want, and not have to worry about trying to talk to me first. I may be missing out on a day of fun with their friends or something like that. So when we build this, we build it without windows inside of window frames. We build it without doors inside of door frames, so that you can just go in and out as you please, whether you're my friend or not. And I think that's really important because the reason I'm building this really is for the community, as part of sort of my way of giving back for the support the community is going to give me by watching and, you know, liking my videos and stuff like that. I didn't realize that you had small, straight, flat ramps. Ooh, that kind of changes some things that I've been having some issues with. That's fairly exciting. Even with all the building I've done, I still haven't really worried about every single building piece there is. And so there's still things that can surprise me, and I'm really excited to see if they add building pieces to the game in the future. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Just give us some new little bits and bobs to add to the top here. That's looking real good, and then we're going to add ourselves just a little bit of angled wall here. Boop. I'm going to fly over to the other side real quick. Fly, 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 fly. Put this in here. Come on now. I said do it. And we're going to put this in here. Fly, 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 fly. This in here. And I like to get the whole structure kind of built and then go worry about you son of a bitch. This motherfucker is going to make me destroy that. I don't know why it does that sometimes. but it's a POS. And then we'll just come right back down here. We'll get that again. And bingo, bango, we got ourselves a little building. I like to get the whole structure done first, and then I'll go ahead and add some windows and stuff so that we can, you know, shoot out of things. We're gonna have a window there, we're gonna have a window there, we're gonna have a window right over here, and one right over here, because we want to be able to see out over into this. And then we've got this nice little patio. So there's one of our little buildings here. We do need to put something on the inside to help us get up. And we're going to do that right along the back wall here. Something I don't normally do is I don't normally, wrong side. I don't normally put something there on my stairs. But I'm going to go ahead and do that this time. And this is not necessarily the way these stairs should go. They should probably be set one more back. So let's break that. Let's set these stairs one more back like we should. Wrong way. Bambo. Right way. Then we're going to tear out this ceiling. We're just going to put it right here. And then get our interior. Grab our stairway. Fly, 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 fly. Usually these stairs are easier to set. You come from back above, but it doesn't seem... There it goes. You get that stairway on there, and you're going to be able to... You know what? Don't think... Ooh, you son of a bitch. Alright. I don't think we want to have that whole one right there. I think we want just a half a roof. And so we're going to get ourselves some little half roofs. Boop. Put ourselves a couple little corners there, and now we've got our little building. This is an extremely, extremely basic building, and is not going to be how we keep things going in the future. But like I said, it's a lot of work to get this entire area structured up, and I don't want to leave a bunch of empty dead space. So poopy buildings is better than no buildings. And honestly, I might just go ahead and leave this one up here. I kind of like it. And we've got this one now. It's in a better place, made out of better stuff. Looking kind of nicer. Got a nice interior there. Interior stairwell. And yeah. So now we need to start thinking about what we're going to do back here. There's a whole lot of space back here. We need to consider what this might be able to be. We've got our forest biome over there, we've got our lake biome that kind of stretches into these buildings here, and eventually there might be some more stuff filling up on the inside there. We've got our lighthouse that needs some significant work to look a lot better. Then we've got this whole empty space back here. And I don't just want to leave it empty, but I really don't know what, but we could maybe create a farm. Not like a farm that we would actually use, but like a little farmhouse with a big old stable or something. That could be fun. Gosh. I mean, there's so many possibilities. And I can't think of any. Like, I know there's lots of possibilities, and yet I'm still kind of feeling brain dead. So if you have any ideas, let me know. So I really am having trouble. What should we do here? What should we do here? It's a nice area. I like it. It's nice and open. We could get rid of some of these trees. Maybe move them somewhere else. Do something interesting. Hmm. What to do? What to do? We could build just a big old village back here. This could be, take our time, build some nice houses. When we think of PUBG houses, I really think of each room as kind of like a 3x4 of what I just made there. So what I really probably need to be building is something that's more 6x8 or 6x10. If I really want to make really good building. And that seems sort of ridiculously large, especially I come from a background of primarily playing on Ark, Survival Evolved. And so my structures, the goal was always to kind of have this small footprint because I played a lot of solo on PvP servers, like on small tribes. And so in my brain, I've kind of got this. That's 4, maybe 5, 6. I'm going to stretch this out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's get 6x8 going on. Let's see what we can do with the inside of a 6x8 building. It has 2 floors and heck, we could maybe even make 3 floors. We might want to get some roof access. There's not really a lot of roof access on any of my buildings right now. They're really just not great buildings. And so we want to create something much, much more dynamic. We want to create some rooms inside of. Here we go. Let's destroy some of these so they're not in the way so much. We have this thing. Nah, it's fine. Okay, whatever. We're good. We're just going to be saving this and moving it and placing it down somewhere else. So now that we have a 6x10 or 6x8, what I want to do is I want to break this off a little bit into some different stuff. For example, I'd like to create a much larger stairwell. I want to destroy this or move it. Or just destroy it. That's fine. Instead of just having a little one banger stairwell there, let's go all the way 2 up with it, right? Each floor is going to be 2 high instead of 1 high. It's going to make the buildings pretty enormous, but it's going to give us some options. Let's see how those stack up to our person here. These walls are already almost double the size of our person, so if we go 2 high on the floors, these buildings are going to feel huge. So what if we just go 1.5 on the floors? And then let's tear these down. Let's take this and go a little 1.5er. So we got a little halfer here. It's not nearly as bad. As we're building this building, we're gonna want to make our stairwell. So stairwell is going to first go here. It's going to first go here. And the way that's going to work, I'm going to place this down. We're going to get a ceiling up here. We're going to put our stairwell down. Then we're going to put a mini stair right here that'll take us up to that second level. And we're going to put our ceilings. We actually just want a half ceiling or a quarter ceiling right here. So we're going to put 2 quarters. And then we're going to put 2 quarter ceilings right off of here. Get us up to that next level. And now I want to close these out. So I should be able to put a whole ceiling right there. And that should be... Now I need something. I don't like the way that section jumps out. Could I actually be placing these quarter ceilings here as well? 2 out and 1 over, and leaving this open here. No, that doesn't look right either. Well, let's do the first thing we need to do. We need to build up. Doesn't necessarily need to be an entire wall. We need these small... We're going to have to build here. We need these small structures right in there. We can get rid of that. I probably will need to put that back right here. And then we'll put our little half wall. No. I know what we do. We put some quarter ceilings. Then we put a half wall on top of those quarter ceilings. So in order to do that, we're actually going to have to make a full ceiling. And then put our half wall. And then tear that ceiling down. And I got the thing flipped around the wrong way. So we're going to have to put that whole ceiling back again. Come on now. Put that whole ceiling back again. Grab that. Flip it around so it faces out this way. And then, nab it. Whoops, we can destroy that ceiling right there. It's a little awkward. I don't know if I like it. We'll see. Fill out the rest of this floor so we can get a better idea of the floor plan. And also something I want to do is I want to hit this house blueprint. I want to add blueprints real quick. Save single building. Let's see if all of this stuff wants to save. Okay. I'm doing alright. So far, so good. Gravy train. Going off the rails on a crazy train. I did just start multi-streaming over on YouTube and Twitch, so if you're seeing this on Twitch, this is my first stream over there. If you want to hit me with a follow, that'd be really, really something special. I'd really, really enjoy that. Hopefully, my, okay, that's loud. Hopefully, my little notification alert thing that tells me when I have followers and stuff will notify. But I'm not really well versed in that stuff, so it may take a few days and a few tries before I get it all worked out. Something else I'm going to have to go do is go back and realign all of these and make them all go the same way. Did that one work? No, it didn't. Go the same way, motherfucker. And can I realign these to go the other way? Yes, I can. Realign. And just keep the floors nice and lined up. Okay. This is the opposite of funny. Little motherfucker. Okay. Nope. I'm gonna do what I said, god dang it. Going off the rails on a crazy train. Hmm. I feel like maybe I should just be covering this whole wall instead of just leaving this open. Or like putting one of the things with rails on it over here. Maybe if it had rails it wouldn't look quite so ridiculous. Come on now. Do the thing. You already did the thing. Why won't you do the thing now? I done fucked up, ladies and gentlemen. Done fucked up. And it's bad. Okay. There it goes. Oops. Are those the same? Yes, they are. Okay. Me say day, me say day, me say day. Daylight come and me want go home. Oh. These two things have to go away for me to do this too? This is going horribly. Okay. You son of a bitch. These little ones. Let's get it on there. It's the wrong one. This one? Oh. Was the exact same wrong one. I am wicked smart. Why isn't this wanting to go in to this spot like it did before? Poor KY. I need to use the other one? Ooh, I think that kind of like flipped the right way there for a second. Okay, so it's working there. We put the ceiling down, grab the half wall, put it in there. Go in your home. Don't you want to go in your home? Oh. No. Yes. Oh, I fucked it up. Woohoo. We're building, ladies and gentlemen. Doing a darn good job at it. Gonna tear this up. Like I've been saying for a couple of days now, I'm always here for some PvP. So if you... I think we're gonna put that there. Okay. If you'd like to come PvP, my PvP Island access code is in the description on both Twitch and YouTube. You are welcome to jump in there. I'll just be over here building. Come find me, shoot me in the back of the head, let me know you're here, so that we can have some good fun fighting. I would love to get some more live PvP on here. Just show people the real value of PvP here in Eternal Land. Because you don't drop anything, because items don't lose durability if you crafted them here in Eternal Land, you really just get an opportunity to not be able to build anything straight. That's what you get the opportunity for. You really get the opportunity to try out some things, and to just go nuts, not worrying about whether or not you die, and you know, seasonal plays for that hardcore PvP. But even if you're in a PvP server, you'd probably like to shoot your friends or something like that every now and then with your gun. And this is a great place to be able to do that. You don't have to wait for me to be here. You're welcome to come use this PvP island any old time. It is here for the community. And so I want you to get use out of it. It's always open except on Saturdays when we're going to be running some tournaments. Every Saturday, actually, from about 11 till 2 Eastern Time in North America. You are going to be not able to access this island because I'll be hosting a tournament, and I'll have to set up for the tournament, and then we'll have to run the tournament, and then we'll have to break the tournament down. So please just go in the direction I want. The love of everything, you garbage pieces. I hate you. I hate all of you more than you could ever possibly know. The fury of 1,000 suns. I hate you. Okay, so move that one there. This one goes that way. Got it. Like a boss. Okay, this one goes this way. This one goes this way. And this one also goes this way. No. I said go that way. You... Oh. I'm about to lose my cool on some of these pieces. Gonna go crazy on you. No. No. Porque why? Okay. Everything's all going in the same direction. That's real sweet. Now we've got this nice little staircase over here. And that's great. But now I want to be able to break this building into a couple of different rooms. And maybe do some interesting stuff upstairs. So let's think about where our entrance and stuff is going to be. You know, do we want to make a kitchen? We want to make some little bathroom or some other little family room. You know, we're going to be making like a real Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should go look up floor plans. And, ooh, that's an interesting idea. If I look up some floor plans and then just duplicate those floor plans here in the game, that might be a lot of fun. Herm. Maybe we'll do that at some point. Certainly, one of the things I really want to build is a giant, like, factory building. And having some floor plans for something like that would be nice. You know, really, I've never worked in a factory, so I don't know very much about what factories look like. I was in the Navy for 6 years, but I don't think the hangar bay of the carrier would really equate to the same thing. Okay, so now let's take a look inside of here. Let's break this thing off. First thing I want to do is put a small room over here. We're just going to do 2x2. And then instead of we'll make this entire area the entry, and then starting right here or right here, starting right here, we'll make another room back here. And so you'll have the whole front entry area. There we go, here we go. You've got a room back here that we'll put a door into. And then you've got this whole front entry area that goes into this. You come up here, and you're going to move right into a hallway here. We're going to have to put some little quarter walls up. So you go right into a hallway. And off of that hallway, we're going to get some little rooms. So one of the rooms is going to have to go... Oh, we need to put a ceiling down so that we can put a wall down. Come on now. I know that that creates that snap point. No, it does. Don't you mess with me now. Why are you messing with me? Ooh, it's gonna be hard to make. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Be a butt face. Take quarter walls, and we'll just do the whole thing in quarter walls, because you know what? I don't even care. Bam, 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 bam. It's ugly as sin. I don't care. Bam, 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 bam. So many extra structures that we could be using for something else. Every time we duplicate this building, it's going to be like 15 extra structures we don't even need. Just wasted. Whatever. So we're going to have a room here. Do I want a balcony on this building at all? Do I want it to just be a straight house? How are we going to get access to the roof? Should I make a flat roof? Or should I make a different kind of roof that I can get up on, like an angled roof with some sort of access through a window or something out of the attic? I like the idea of a window out of the attic. Get those angled window pieces that I think would look real nice. So let's take a look what we can do. I think we're going to make this one without a patio. We're going to put a couple more rooms in here. These rooms are fairly narrow, so they need to not be too long, or they look really weird. We're gonna put our doors and stuff in here at a different time. I really wish that these walls were the same on both sides, because they're interior walls, and now they look really, really ridiculous. But that's something that'll just have to be dealt with at a different time. And then we're going to put this here. And there we go. So 3 rooms, a couple of little bitty rooms over here. We're going to make some bigger rooms on this far side because it's got some more space. We're just going to keep dragging this hallway down and make ourselves a nice big room. And we'll do one right here. And then actually maybe off of that room, we'll make a smaller room. No. We're just going to box it. It's going to be boxy. It's always a process. This building is going to be better than all the other buildings that I've made, and in the future I'll make new buildings that are going to be even better than these. But, you know, it's always going to be just kind of one step at a time. If you try and get too crazy with it, then you start to lose some of the learning that you do along the way. Each step needs to be sort of identified and practiced. Not that I'm really intentionally practicing. It's all going to happen sort of organically and accidentally. But just going through the motions, building the structures, should be enough to get us there. And then we'll build a wall right over here. Okay, so this is a much bigger, much more interesting building than I've had up to this point. So let's get some doors, right? People got to be able to get in and out of rooms. Put a door all the way up against the wall. Different material type. Motherfucker, those are the same materials. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I will fight you. Double dog dare you not to make my fucking you dirty rat. You killed my brother. Ooh. Why are you doing this to me? I don't understand. Thought we were friends. And then put this doorway right in between these two doorways. And this doorway literally right as you come up the staircase. I like that. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Let's get down here. Let's see about a doorway down here. I am losing my mind. Look here, you. And then we're going to want a doorway over here to this little room. Probably going to put a sink in here to say, this is a toilet. And I need to put some light in here. So dark. Floating lights are fun. And back to structures. Back to the old door. Get the door in there. And then actually, I don't even think we're going to close this one in. But I don't want to open it all the way actually like that. So let's move this here. Let's rebuild this wall because I'm stupid. There we go. Pretty bird. Yeah, and then that'll just be sort of back in there. A much more interesting building to fight in. And then I think I'm just going to make the top floor 1 story. And then let's see about the ceiling. do with this back room back here, this will be how you get up into the attic. So I'm going to build an attic on here. So we need to put a flat ceiling. We'll leave the flat ceiling off of that. Need to put a flat ceiling. All along here. Put some more quarters. Couple of quarter ceilings. Boop. Spadoop. We're gonna put ceiling all around this. Actually, you know what? This doesn't need to be here. I want to put just a whole ceiling right across here, but these half things are gonna probably get in my way. I want to have to use a bunch of quarters. So I wonder if I tear these out, well, let me put a ceiling on top of them, and then am I going to be able to go back and put the halves back up where they were? So let's take a peek here. It's not going to let me do that. I'm really starting to get upset by that. It's really, really bothersome to have to be wasting so many extra structures on building little quarter structures because the game doesn't want to let me half split a ceiling with the quarter structures. Really, really not cool. I'm gonna have to do the same thing here. I'm gonna have to put quarter walls up here because it's not gonna let me put full walls. And that's just no bueno. It takes up a lot of extra structures. It means that the more interesting your building is, ultimately, the less interesting, the less total number of interesting buildings you can have. And you end up just wasting a lot of what is really precious construction space. Maybe in the future it won't be so precious, right? Because you'll be able to... I destroyed something inside there. That's really unfortunate. You piece of shit. Want this side. Not that side. Okay, well, you're gonna get your way. Wow, are you kidding me right now? The fact that just in general, walls won't meet ceilings, you have to make ceilings meet walls, is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, come on. I would rather people be able to take advantage of building and build stuff that's like really ridiculous than to have the building system just straight up not seem to work. Oh, okay. I understand now how the walls tend to align themselves. That actually kind of makes a lot of sense. It's based on what you're pointing at and where you're pointing from. So I'm pointing at this wall here, so naturally these are going to come towards me. But if instead I switched over here and pointed at that, they're going to go that way. That makes quite a bit of sense. It's going to make it a lot easier to line everything up now. Bam. Bam. Okay. All this building, and I just now figured it out. What's really stupid is that this is how a lot of building games already are, and I've played a lot of building games, and this should have just come as second nature to me. It's not going to look like it's going to work because of those corner pieces. It should work on the corner pieces, and it does. And there we go. That's nice. Real nice. Sorry about that, I got a little goop in my throat. Happens when you talk a whole lot. And I've been talking a whole lot for a lot of days now. Been streaming for a little over 2 weeks now, and I've only missed one day, and that was because the game was down doing a patch for most of that day, and then GeForce Now was down for a long time. So I just didn't have an opportunity to get on and stream like I wanted to. Like I always want to. I'm really enjoying streaming, just as a general rule. And so there aren't going to be many days where I don't take every opportunity I can to get on here and get a little stream action going on. It's just so much fun. Okay, and then I'm going to put 2 quarter ceilings up here, but I don't want to put those quarter ceilings up yet because they're going to mess up the outer walls and the outer roofs. So now that we've got that going on, I'm going to go ahead and make ourselves a slanted roof. We're going to make that slanted roof with some windows, but I don't think I want to make those windows first thing. Let's make our slanted roof. Yes. Slanted roof. Like it. Oh, is that gonna be... You're gonna be a piece of crap, aren't you? Okay. That's fine, I guess. Can I get a ceiling off of there? Okay, I can't get a ceiling off of there. And then I can probably get the slanted... There we go. Let me just tear this ceiling down. Whew. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I feel like I'm almost going to need to put some sort of a patio or something. This is just too much of a boxy piece of garbage. I'm so bad at building structures. I need some help. And then we'll put these windows. Just a couple of windows. You have to like double jump to get up there. Then you'll be able to get up on the roof. Okay. Then we get some more slant roofs. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boo-doo-boo-boo-boo. Boo-doo-boo-boo-boo-boo. Boo-doo-doo-doo-boo. Okay. So the important thing is that as we build these things, we're going to get to save them. Which means that... My goodness. Which means that... if I make really good buildings, then all of that time investment sort of gets multiplied every time I reuse the building. So I'm not terribly happy with this building. I'm probably going to reuse it a little bit and then just dump it. So I do need to make better structures. This is not the quality that I'm looking for. I just find it difficult to come up with interesting ways to make buildings look different. I guess I need to do some research. It's just what it's going to have to come down to. I suppose I could take the advice of somebody on Reddit and just build different shapes on my shapes. Right, so I've got this long rectangular shape, but what if I build like another rectangle? What in the fudge knocker is going on? You garbage. What are you doing? Getting destroyed. That's what you're doing. Get fucked. Okay. I just build shapes on my shapes. So like if I stuck a protrusion off the front of this that was like 3x2 or something and made that the entrance, that'd be kind of interesting. And it could have a steeple, right, a V roof, and stuff like this is really going to get bothersome. I really, really wish that I could have a full panel here instead of this garbage. It really makes the building not good. I mean, just what is that? Why is there not a panel there? Why is this random goop? Tearing it down. It's happening. I'm angry about it, and I'm gonna get a wall in here. Come on. Do I need to put... No, I can't put any flippin' supports anywhere either. Okay. Okay. What's going on here? Got a support up there. I just want to make another support off of this support. Stop. Okay, well maybe this one support will be enough. If I go off of it. Nope. There's just no reason to not be able to put a whole size wall right here. It's terrible. And there's no direction that works from. So what's the point? Like, I can't have these half stairs, because those half stairs are the reason that I need to have this half wall. I could tear these down, right? And then put up the wall. But then it's not going to let me put up the inside. Can't see squat. Okay, there we go. Now I can see. Let's put this up facing that way. Okay. Oh, it will let me. Isn't that about a fucking joke? And I can't. Oh my goodness, game. I hate you. I love you, but I hate you. You're my least favorite thing in the world. Okay. We're good. We're good. Not gonna lose my cool. Just building. It's no big deal. Looks like we got light coming up from below. That's interesting. Okay. Now we can go right back up here. We'll fix these walls. I wish that when I turned my flashlight on, it followed my person, or followed my flying body, instead of instead of not. Okay. Well, we solved some of our little problem, and that makes me happy. Okay, so now let's get this stuff set up. And I wish I had some more window options. I think I'm just going to use this as a window. If I put a floor, or put a wall, and then I put this on top of that wall, that sort of makes a big old window. I don't think I like it. I'll just put 2 windows on each side. Definitely need some more options in general for windows and stuff. Okay, now this is going to make me destroy that before I put this up. Because why not? We wouldn't want to be able to put things in any order we want. We want to make sure that it's as inconvenient as possible. But now that one's gonna go, and this one's not. That's flipping hilarious. Okay. Oh, that's so freaking silly. What a joke. Okay. Well, that goes away. That goes away. Let's try this dance again. There you go. We did it. So proud of myself. Now we're just building some walls. Hello? Are you hiding? I'm coming. So it normally seems like... There we go. There we go. Okay, I think I've kind of figured it out. It looks like you've got to be like pointing inside of there. And then on these higher ones, you've got to be kind of coming, I don't know, at a weird angle. Pointing at the wall, maybe. Okay, I lied. I don't have the hang of it. It's all stupid. Don't know what I was thinking. Saying anything positive. It's immediately how you get smacked down. Come on now. I've played enough video games to know how it goes. I jinxed it. Alright. Alright. Okay, this is very much like a barn house. But I can get behind it. It's got an interesting inside. At least way more interesting than my buildings normally are. It's got 3 levels. Gonna be all kinds of activity that can go on in here. People shooting out of windows, jumping out of windows. I need to add some windows on the lower 2 floors. I need to add some lighting. And maybe just a little bitty porch on the front. Let's build a little bitty porch. Out of concrete. Boom, 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 boom. We're gonna get some of this action. Oh, I'll close the whole thing in. Silly. And then we're gonna get a nice... There we go. So that no matter where we put it, even if we have to raise it up, we can get up to the top. And then let's see about what was with that lighting. That was crazy. Now we gotta put some half walls on the inside. And we need lots and lots of lights. So let's get... Let's just put up lots and lots of lights. No reason keeping things in the dark. A little bit of darkness could be fun, but too much just doesn't really work out. Alright, we got a light in here. Got a light in here. Probably not gonna furnish these. That seems excessive. Maybe at some point that could be something we look into doing. But honestly, for the most part, that seems like a bad idea. Like it would take just way too much time. And do I leave this? I think I leave it. That's fine. We just get this nice big open area. I'm gonna put some fishies up here at some point for the tournament, for sure. Okay. And my half walls. Gotta get them half walls up. Okay. Oh, I thought it was about to not let me put them because of the ceilings. And I was gonna cry. I don't know when the last time y'all heard a grown man cry was, but it was gonna be just now. Okay. This is a pretty big room. Pretty big. I really think that maybe that 1.5 wall height on the first floor was a bad decision. The walls are just too tall. You really just only need one of them. And you already can't jump all the way up, so it doesn't impede movement at all. I think in the future we're going to have to use just one wall high. But there we go. We got ourselves like a giant ass barn house. It's kind of interesting. Maybe a little. Certainly the biggest structure as far as like just houses and stuff go. And I'd like to have more buildings like this that are just larger and you know, more play can happen inside of them. A lot of people like to run SMGs and stuff like that, and in order for that combat to be viable in situations where you might have, you know, snipers and stuff running around, you have to have some situations where the gap is closed and that sniper rifle becomes less overwhelmingly powerful. You know, if I'm standing on top of this building and you're, you know, anywhere out in this open area and you have an SMG and I have a sniper rifle, I basically win that fight. And so you need to have big buildings like this that have lots of little rooms, and little maneuvering places so that I can, you know, if I'm rocking the SMG, I come out, I shoot you a couple of times, I reload, I come back over here, I'm hiding, I'm dodging, and that sniper rifle's power gets mitigated really, really hard. Because sniper rifles in this game are kind of one or two shot kills, and especially if you're hitting weak point shots, which a lot of the really good players are just always hitting weak point shots, you need to be shrinking that play space. My sniper rifle, especially because I play the Fortress Warfare sniper, you know, it's all about scoping in, waiting for that opportunity. You hit that Fortress Warfare, and then I can one-shot somebody if I hit him in the head. But if I shoot you, you know, from the no-scope position with no Fortress Warfare, it's going to take me 3 shots at least. So you absolutely gain an advantage there. Yeah. So there's a building. It's not a great building, but it is a building. Put some windows. Is it going to let me just make windows, or is it going to tell me to piss off? I think it's going to tell me to piss off. Well, a window there doesn't really make any sense, does it? Let's get a window back here. I think it might be because the floor is stone that it's freaking out about windows being made out of other stuff. Oh, you suck. You nonce. And then let's... this room doesn't need a window. Threw it out the window. The window. Second story window. Oh, no, I did it. I'm such a bad person. Poor KY. Such a sad day. Man, I'm feeling tired. I don't understand what's going on. You know what it is? I haven't had nearly enough water today. Oh, that's definitely it. Oh, that feels so much better. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Who knew that drinking water could literally solve all of your problems? I did not know. It's the truth. It's actual. Everything is satisfactual. Zippity doo dah, zippity a. My oh my, what a wonderful day. I am not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say. We don't want your broken parts. No one will love you as you are. But okay, got plenty of windows. Kind of random. Somebody who's actually building a house might plan them better than that. I've never actually planned a house before. I've built a house, but I've never planned it. So I don't know much about how that typically works. But I think we're going to save this, and I think we might plunk one or two of them down. Because functionally, they're what we're looking for, right? We're looking for an interior play space with an extremely short range for combat that requires some sort of switching to a secondary weapon from your typically longer range weapon. Right? You're playing a game where you have two firearms. One of those firearms needs to be primarily for your close range. One of those firearms needs to be primarily for your long range, and that's how the game is going to get balanced. And so if you're playing a sniper rifle, then you also need to be playing a shotgun or an SMG or an LMG or something like that, where within a small play space, you can't miss center mass, and you're going to be putting a lot of bullets down range and just hitting that center mass a bunch of times to have a quick time to kill. Whereas with your longer range guns, you're looking for weak spot hits, you're looking for the right opportunity to start firing and to hit somebody a few times from a very long range and take them down. So it's very important that if you're going to have a PvP play space, that play space forces both of those types of combat and does not allow you to engage in one of those types of combat without somebody being able to engage you in the opposite type of combat by sneaking up on you or by closing the distance to you using smokes or something like that. So there are some places in Eternal Land where the natural way the environment sits sort of doesn't allow that. For example, up here, right from these ridges, there's a lot of snipe play opportunity, but there isn't a lot of ability to close the gap for shorter ranged combat. And there's certainly not a lot of cover to take in your process of closing that gap. So we're going to have to do something to assist people in getting up here to close that gap on people, because otherwise, I mean, from up here, I have the opportunity to fall back to a position where you can't really hit me, right? Or even fall back to here where you literally can't hit me, and then fight you as you try and come up, as you move around down here. This is just an extremely bad, deadly zone, and we need to do something to mitigate that. At least that's what I think. What the heck? That's real strange. Just looking at my stream, and I've had 16 people view this on YouTube, which is kind of insane. Not for very long at any given time, but kind of crazy. Gotta be those subscribers. There's some loyal folks, man. I love my subscribers. Only have a couple of them. They're great. Really looking forward to growing this channel. Okay, so let's go save that building. And then actually up here might be a good spot to put one of them above where this cave entrance is at. kind of like all these trees, but maybe I could clear a little space and put one of those buildings. Let's see. My super busted motorcycle with no ability to go for some reason. Hello? Can I please drive my vehicle? So weird. I don't know why that happens sometimes. Man, there's opportunities to build, like, bridges and stuff across some of these areas. Oh, there's so much construction to do. If you're a builder and you want to help me build this PvP island, I tell you what, just come on over and do it. I thought that I was going to have this done in a week or two, but even not building really great structures. Are you kidding me? This whole structure isn't going to save? What are you doing to me? Building in this game is so difficult. Okay, well, I don't want to deal with that right now. Fudge. We've been having some really bad luck with saving structures recently. Maybe I need to start checking the saves more often and earlier, or maybe I need... I don't know. I need to do something else. That's for sure. Fudge knockers. Okay. What do we do? Probably gonna have to tear this down. Because it's not necessarily in the right spot. It's just a nice flat spot to build on. The goal was always to move it. So... didn't really take very long to build. And because it didn't really take very long to build, it really wasn't that good. Honestly, this is garbage. So, let's start considering what it will take to make a better structure. And let's, well, research I need to do off-screen, or off-stream. This building is indicative of what, you know, some communities in, like, the United States look like when, you know, they just build a whole bunch of the same houses. They look really blocky like this, and they're just kind of trash. And as a person who cares more about function than they do form, I don't really care personally if the structures look nice, which makes it really hard to focus on the aesthetics, because it doesn't matter to me. But it does matter to a lot of people. And this zone will be much more fun to PvP in for those people if it also looks aesthetically pleasing. And so I need to make aesthetically pleasing buildings. They don't have to be the absolute best, but they certainly need to be better than what I've gotten up to so far. I think the best way to go about that is to look up some plans and to build based on some actual floor plans for some actual buildings. Even if they're miniaturized versions or blown up versions. I mean, look at this. All this building has is just that one little jut in the front, and it's still kind of just a box. But it still looks really, really good compared to whatever the fuck that is. What is that? I like my little boats. My little boats make me happy. I'm pretty thrilled about those. But I was good at making boats because little boats like this are functional, not beautiful. What can I get up to? What can I get up to? There's actually still a lot of stuff that I need to do in the game. I could abandon building for the day and actually go play. And do a little season reset prep. I need to finish all the side quests and get all the stellar planula that I can. And man, lots of people have come in to view the stream so far. I feel a little sad that I'm not putting up a better showing today. Get so much support and get so many views and not be able to hang on to any viewers because I'm not doing a super good job is a little disappointing. Honestly, I just don't think I'm feeling it today. We've been going really hard at it for a little over 2 weeks now. The stream yesterday was a little over 12 hours long. And I think that it's just been taken out of me a little bit. So I think I'm going to be done. Sorry for such a short stream today. I will definitely be back on it tomorrow at about the same time. Because I'm going to start changing up my schedule. I'm going to wake up at somewhere between 4 and 8 o'clock in the morning. And I'll work on getting out a long form video. I probably won't be able to do that every single day. But at least I'll work on the long form videos in the mornings. And then maybe around noonish, I'll get on, I'll do the multi-stream now that I've got it set up to where I can do Twitch and YouTube. And it doesn't look like my game is too stuttery. Well, that Twitch stream does look a little stuttery. Let me take a closer look here. It's also got a delay on it. No, okay, it looks okay. Yeah, I guess things look okay. So we'll probably keep up with the multi-streaming and do both the Twitch and the YouTube. And we'll call that good. So yeah, thanks for everybody who came out. So many people came to view, just to take a peek so quickly within the stream. I mean, I haven't even been on for 2 hours. So I really, really appreciate that. I'm sorry that I'm going to be cutting it really short today. Um, but my heart's really just not in it today. So I need to recharge a little bit, refuel, and get back at it tomorrow. And so yeah, we're going to do that. Thanks again, everybody, and have a great day.